all YouTubers and rumblers and weavers, mostly weavers I guess. You can see I'm using a temple on this one. I noticed I had about almost 2 inches of draw, and that just seemed a bit much, putting extra pressure on the outside warp threads. So I threw in the temple. It's only taking it out a little over an inch, maybe an inch and a half, but seems to work pretty good. So let's just do a little bit of weaving. Got to remember which way I'm doing this. As I showed you in my previous video, which was when I was slaying the reed, what I've got here is 8/4 cotton for my warp and 8/2 cotton boucle for my weft. And I'm beating, the warp is set at about 12 ends per inch, which may be a little bit wide, I don't know. It seemed like a reasonable number. And the weft is coming in at about 20 ends per inch. So this pattern, ignoring the colors, just the loom setup and everything, is, how many did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong treadling. Take that back out. Is one that I was sent by a friend for making bath towels. So that's what I'm doing, or at least attempting to do. I do 8 shots of one set of treadles, then 8 shots the other, then back to the first 8. 6, 7, 8. And I gotta mark it down on my clipboard so I don't forget what I've done. Go back to this one again. 1. Well, let's advance this. Two. Wrong way. I went the wrong way over the floating selvage. That's why I backed it up. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. When I talk to you guys, I get confused and forget my counting. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here, so just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll mark it down on the chart again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's right. Time to advance the warp a little bit. And we'll go in for one more try at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's going to be as much as I'm going to do a white, so we'll run this guy through and tie it off. Now let's see where we are distance-wise. That's white, so that brought us out to 44 inches long. And if I do 4, 8, 12, be 56 inches. And how much more do I have left on the back? Can I get another 56, 60, 64? I think I can squeeze another little chunk out of this. Of course, if I don't, we'll see what happens. My colors won't be balanced. So let's tuck this guy in. I missed the floating selvage. Cucka. There, got it that time. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It got twisted up on the bobbin. Look at that. See, I don't know if you can see right there, but it's all twisted up on the bobbin. Get a little bit of backlash once in a while, so I'll clear that off. Put it back. Go through again. That was 7. This is 8. Change the treadling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and mark this down on my chart as done. Well, you've seen enough of this for now. It'll get boring if you just have to sit here and watch me weave. But I'll show you more when I get a little bit farther on. I'm just about done with this. Well, weavers, I am basically done with this project. I'm going to aim the camera down in just a second and show you how close I've woven to the reed, and then after that we're going to go around the back and show you how close I managed to get the where I tied on in the back to the heddles, because I'm basically out of room to work with this thing. So let's move the camera down and just give you a quick look at that. Now, as you can see, I've got just a hair under 6 inches using my fancy 6-inch ruler when the reed is in the fully back position. And normally I would prefer to start working up about here and work to there, and then I would advance the warp. I can't advance the warp anymore. You can see I'm really pushing down. I can throw a shuttle through. I'm not actually weaving now, I'm just about out of thread. But there's not much working room here. And I have to actually put some pressure on the treadles just to get it open this far, because I'm so close. Let's take a look in back. This is, I think, one of the neat things about a Louet spring, is that you can weave close. It's not optimal, but you can get close and not have a lot of leftover there. Let's go around back, and I'm going to show you how close my tie-on came to the back of the heddles. Now, I should mention that for this project, I'm only using the first 4 shafts here. The other 8 are not in use. So just the first 4. And that'll make sense to you when we go around back. So let's go. Okay, so you can see here that my hand is, the way I have lashed onto the back, this is the wooden beam, the wooden tie-on bar. I've lashed onto the metal tie-on bar, and I have got, that metal tie-on bar is only, what, 5 inches between that and the back of the heddles, and that's heddle number 4, shaft 4. So these shafts here, the back 8, are not even in use. But look at how little distance I got. Now, my wife is sitting at the front of the loom, and she's going to push on one of the treadles. You can see this opening is not much, and we really are having to push to get this, to get enough shed to work with. That gives you an idea of how close you're able to get to the back of the heddles. This guy is actually very close. If I turn the camera just a little bit, he's actually, my hand is up against the back of the frame of the castle, and I'm touching where it's tied on. This is actually inside the castle. So you can really, with a Louet spring like this, get very close to the back of the loom and cut your loom waist significantly, but it does get a little bit harder to press the treadles. Okay, gang, this towel project is done. It's off the loom now, and I sewed hems on it. So we've got, there's a few Irish pennants on it yet, but I'll try and hold it up. I don't know how big, maybe if I hold it this way. So it's a towel, probably about 6 feet long by, oh no, 5 feet long, whatever my arm length is, by about a little over 2 feet wide. Again, I used 8/4 cotton for the warp and 8/2 cotton boucle for the weft, packed in pretty tightly. This thing has been, after I took it off the loom and put the hems on it, I ran it through the wash machine and the dryer just to soften it up a little bit, and that really helped. Feels like it's going to be pretty absorbent. I'm pretty happy with the way this thing looked. I'll bring it in a little bit closer so you can see how I did this. And I'm basically pretty happy with it. I got a few Irish pennants here that I gotta snip off, but that's minor. So anyways, that's the end of this project. Right now the loom isn't still empty. I've got to take the thrums off the back of it and all, but that's minor. And you can't see it. Maybe if I turn the camera just a little bit. Right there I've got, my other loom has got a project on it. It's the one I was weaving down at the Oshkosh Trade Fair. I haven't finished that yet. I'll try and have a video showing a bit more of that in a little while. So that's the end of that. Let's loosen the camera up, come back up here, and end of this video. The next one will be whenever I get around to doing some other weaving and feel it's time to put one up. I don't have a schedule for this. It's not like some people that are, well, one or two of the people I watch are like every Friday. I'm not that organized to do up a video of every Friday or anything like that. So see you the next time around on YouTube. Until then, bye-bye.